Hello, everyone. Alpha here, and welcome to ABT Bloom Says. This is the second episode, and I'm happy to be your host. Tonight's topic is self-belief, and it is very special for individuals who wants to discover their better passion. Self-belief is trusting your abilities and judgment to complete a task. Trust me, it sounds so easy, but many people struggle with it because I know for sure I struggle with it. But it is the gateway, the gatekeeper. Self belief itself is the gatekeeper that stands between now and the future. What does that mean? Many people are stuck in their comfort zone, and it is very hard for them to unlock the powers they have within. Believing in yourself will help to achieve the impossible. Many people are in their workplace environment and they are like struggling to like showcase their talents. It's very hard. Without self-belief, you cannot pull it off. It will be very, very difficult. If you want to explore life in the best way that you can, you have to believe in yourself. Okay? You need to have that belief to stay present and be confident to achieve your goals. That's paramount. How many times have we not experienced that judging feelings that tells us that we're not good enough? It's always there. It forces us to believe that, and we are so bad at what we're doing. We create wrong narratives. Okay, but when you know and you are aware of the power that you have within, and you believe in yourself, trust me, you can do the unthinkable. Well, with self-belief, we should be able to quiet those negative feelings and be confident in doing what we want. Life is a beautiful gift to explore if you believe in yourself. We'll be right back. Hi, I am Bakarr Timbo, a personal result coach and CEO of ABT Coaching Company Limited. At ABT Coaching, we help our clients to unlock their true potential and explore the gift of life through our system of coaching. Have you ever wondered why you struggle to set your goals, to be in a better relationship, unable to walk through the right paths of career development, discover your better version, procrastinate on how to kickstart your business plans, challenging right? Our societies have corrupted our minds not to explore life as we should. And its narrative have forced us to be stuck in our comfort zones. But guess what? We have all the powers within us to walk the path that we want and stretch ourselves to be successful. If you feel life is all about staying in your comfort zone, then our coaching programs are not for you. But if you feel there is more to life and it's a must for life exploration, get in touch and prove to us that you're a great fit for our coaching programs. Cheers and see you on the other side. God bless. Welcome back. If you are just tuning in, this is the second episode of the ABT Bloom series. That's season 2, and tonight we're discussing the topic self-belief. Our guest for tonight is an entrepreneur based in Toronto, Canada. He's a Sierra Leonean, and he happens to be the CEO and founder of Jade Knot International, including a Canadian mineral trading and mining equipment and power plant supply company based in Ontario, Canada. And he's also a managing director and co-founder of 3 other companies, which is one is West African Shipping, including, and Staggering Ideas, including, and Critical Minerals Institution of Canada. Now, he's very passionate about entrepreneurship and is excited to share his insights and experience with ABT Bloom Says. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Emmanuel Kanu. Welcome, Emmanuel.
Thank you so much, Alpha. First of all, thanks for having me on your show. And thanks for the amazing work that ABT coaching is doing in Sierra Leone.
Thank you very much. Just a quick reminder
Yeah.
before we dive deep into the conversation. This is a live discussion. Should you lose internet connectivity or electricity, please don't leave, as we'll be right back. I invite you to engage with each other in the comment section and to ask questions. Also, as you are watching, please share this conversation. Welcome again, Emmanuel.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, Emmanuel, distractions are normal in our lives, and most of us have forgotten what it means to be self confident. In the case of Sierra Leone, considering your illustrious career in terms of working in the workplace environment or doing your entrepreneurship journey, what are the key highlights of maintaining self belief?
Oh, thanks. Thanks for the question. That's an interesting question. Um, I would first of all start with the definition of what I believe self belief is. First of all, entrepreneurship is a journey that requires a combination of skills, traits, and a solid recipe for success. Self belief is one of the key ingredients in this recipe, and when combined with other essential elements, can lead to success. That being said, I believe that self belief is the unwavering faith in oneself and one's ability to achieve success despite the challenges and setbacks that may arise along the way. The advantages of us believing in ourselves as entrepreneurs are numerous, as it can lead to increased motivation, resilience, creativity, and ultimately success. The ability to maintain self belief with regards to my career, I would say, has helped me in a plethora of ways. Believing in myself has led to an increased level of creativity with regards to my entrepreneurial journey. And this is because, as an entrepreneur, when we believe in ourselves and our ability to achieve our goals, we are more likely to tend to start thinking outside the box. And once we start to think outside the box, it's at that point that we're in the position to come up with innovative solutions to problems. And such a trait can be especially important in the competitive world of entrepreneurship, where I would say being able to differentiate oneself from the competition can be a key factor in success. I'll I'll give you an example where at some point in my career I had to apply a bit of creativity, and it really, really helped me then as a company and as an individual. So back then, when there was an influx of mining companies in Sierra Leone, there was a particular mining company that was looking for a unique kind of computer called the Panasonic Toughbook. At that time, I was at the genesis of my entrepreneurship career. I just started, um, and we had a meeting with the procurement manager. And to this day, I remember how everything played out. He said, "We're looking for Panasonic Toughbooks. We've looked around the Sierra Leone market, and we're yet to find a supplier that can supply us." So then my partner and I, we went back to our office and we sat down, we went through the specifications, we're looking at it, and we were saying to ourselves, where are we going to get Panasonic Toughbooks? So we did a bit of research. We went online, we looked at prices, and then we got to realize that the cost of one Panasonic Toughbook was $10,000. Obviously, we knew right there and then there was no way we were going to be able to pre-finance 10 units of Panasonic Tough Boots at $10,000 per unit. So what did we do? We decided to be a bit creative. We went online and then we started comparing and contrasting the specifications of Panasonic Tough Boots with other computers that were being sold at a lesser price. And at that time, we had a friend who had an IT equipment shop that we would normally get the goods from to go do our supply. So we went to his shop and we said, so let us know, what computers do you have? And he gave us the list of computers that he had. So we went back to the office and we started comparing and contrasting. And fortunately for us, we got to realize that he had a particular computer brand, that was similar in terms of specifications to the Panasonic Toughbook. So we set another meeting with the procurement manager and to go have another discussion. And then we said, we've been unable to get the Panasonic Toughbook, but we have successfully got you a substitute computer that can take the place of the Panasonic Toughbook. And we did our presentation. Again, to this day, I still remember exactly what his response was. He said, hold on a minute, I need to make a call. And then he took out his phone and he called his manager. And his exact words were, I believe we have a God-given opportunity. We haven't been able to get the Panasonic Toughbooks, but we've been able to get a good substitute. So the reason why I decided to share this with us all is because of the level of self-belief, because of the creativity, which is a product of self-belief, we were able to accomplish that particular goal.
Okay.
Moving on, another primary benefit of self-belief that has helped me immensely is, I would say, this increased my level of motivation. Because when we believe in ourselves and our ability to achieve our goals, we are more likely to stay motivated and driven to succeed, even in the face of adversity. And challenges are going to come, especially for new entrepreneurs. Challenges will come. But because of the unwavering faith that we have in what we do, it puts us in a position wherein we can face and overcome these challenges. And also another product of self-belief is, I would say, increased resilience. When an entrepreneur has a strong belief in themselves and their abilities, they're better equipped to bounce back from failures and setbacks. Because with a high level of self-belief, rather than giving up in the face of adversity, we are more likely to persevere and find new ways to overcome the challenges that we face. So ultimately, I would say self-belief can definitely lead to success.
Thank you very
Because,
much.
okay.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel.
Yeah.
That's a lovely submission. We have a lot to talk about today, and I'm gonna like dive in the area of Sierra Leone. Okay. Now, self belief is something every human being should um to have, because it gives you confidence, give you that self-esteem, the high self-esteem. It makes you do things that you're afraid of, or you do them. It shapes that narrative for you. So in Sierra Leone, what we've seen now, people have a self-belief. But that self-belief, the indicators like yeah, for them to do the things that are necessary in their lives. No, they're not doing that one. They're doing the wrong things. We've seen it, okay? And it's so sad when you see young people going through the hustle, trying to make ends meet, but they don't believe in themselves that much. Even though they can showcase it in their like the mindset, but when they're like putting in actions, we don't see it that much. So let's look at the workplace environment in Sierra Leone. Because for me, when I was working, the the environment was toxic because of one reason or another. But it got the best out of me because I look at the whole situation. I was looking for opportunities and gifts. Okay. Not everybody can look at that situation. That's the beauty of entrepreneurship. When you look at situation and you look at the bad things that are happening around you, look at the difficult situations, then you look for the opportunities and you have to grab them and make the best out of it. Now, Emmanuel, like I said in Sierra Leone, it's wrong. I just want you to highlight on it. Is it the mindset, or is it has to do with people not having a good parenting, or what is it? Just share your idea on what you can.
With I think we would all agree that the Sierra Leone, first of all, I would always say is the most beautiful and wonderful country in the whole world. I guess we'd all agree to that. In terms of the business climate in Sierra Leone, a lot of entrepreneurs are faced with a lot of challenges. And some of these challenges they may have control over, some other challenges they might not. And for the ones that I would say that they may have control over, that's where I would say self belief kicks in. Because with every goal, it has to be followed by a clear vision. You have to know that this is where I am now and this is where I want to be. And then you have to have a clear plan in place as to how you're going to move from where you are to where you want to be. And I would say the vehicle that would move you from point A to point Z at the end of the day is going to need fuel. Like every vehicle needs fuel, right? And the fuel in this particular case is self belief, is motivation, is creativity, and most importantly, it's our perspective, our perspective, the way we perceive things, our ability to overcome challenges. But again, we can always achieve whatever we want to achieve based on the level of confidence that we have in ourselves, based on the level of confidence as entrepreneurs that we have in our business, that we have in our project. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's a good submission, Emmanuel. Now let's go in deeper because you mentioned entrepreneurship, and it goes with self belief. There's no way I've never had like successful entrepreneur who doesn't possess that self belief because for me self belief is an art. Okay, that's why if you this for the viewers, if you have been following me on social media, you'll notice that this is one of the things that ABT coaching does to our clients. This is one thing that we impact in our clients, self belief, and it has created so many changes in people's lives. I've been in a situation wherein I've coached so many clients, okay, wherein they lack self belief. And the reason why they lack self belief is like sometimes it's incredible when I hear the stories, okay. So, Emmanuel, in the aspect of coaching, do you think Sierra Leone needs it more than ever at the present moment?
Um, my answer would be yes. And I'll tell you why my answer is yes. Like, as I would always say in Sierra Leone, I started from the ground upwards. And I made a lot of mistakes on the way, as with maybe a lot of other entrepreneurs. The advantage about coaching and mentorship is that when you're being coached and mentored by someone that has walked a particular path that you're about to take, it the coaching helps you not make the mistakes that you would make, let's say, if you were to go through that particular path without the coaching. So what I'm trying to say is, um, with coaching comes, it accelerates success. It accelerates the achievements of your goals. Because instead of learning the hard way, learning from your mistakes, and I'm not saying with coaching you become mistake proof, that's not the case, you know. But at the end of the day, it reduces the mistakes that you would make as to you not being coached. It would make you a better person. It would make you a better businessman. You would be in a position to make better decisions. And at the end of the day, better decisions give you better results.
Thank you, thank
So
you,
yes,
thank you
I
very
would
much.
agree with you.
That's another wonderful submission again, and I love the way you said it. And I, for me, for once, I almost lost for word because when talking to anyone like mentioning of coaching and mentorship, it gives me that goosebumps because this is what I live for. And through this part, I've helped so many people and I've helped myself as well. Because one thing about coaching is like I know we're talking about self belief, but it has its own attachment to coaching. It's what coaching does is it gives you that connection with whoever you are coaching, and you learn from that person as well. It's not about me just impacting knowledge in that person or going through the coaching techniques. It has no way. And for me, self-belief has stood out for me because this program, the whole program you're seeing, the ABT Bloom sees, that's self-belief. If there was no self-belief, I would not be here. Okay, so that's how important self-belief is. And if you are struggling with self-belief, trust me, you need to sign up for our programs. It will help you a lot. Okay, thank you very much, Emmanuel. We will take a short break to check out. This is
Okay.
a good time to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to share this broadcast with a friend. Do you believe in yourself? As humans, we need to have self-belief to explore life. Having a mindset will help us to set the pace for success. Trust me, you can do whatever you put your mind to if you believe. Guess what? Our coaching programs have helped so many people to master the art of self-belief and take the necessary actions to be successful. So, if you lack self-belief, get in touch and experience our wonderful ABT coaching techniques. Cheers and have a wonderful new week. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, you're watching the ABT Bloom series with me, Alpha Bakarr Timbo. And with me on the show is Emmanuel Kanu, and we're talking about self belief. Emmanuel, I believe the youth in Sierra Leone need help with this concept. You can agree with me on that one. Because society has forced many of them to be stuck in their comfort zone in terms of mastering their major purpose. What's your advice to them?
Um, that's a good question. Yeah. So I would say to the youth, believe in yourself, set clear goals, do not hesitate to take calculated risks, make positive use of the internet, see, and yes, this is an important one. See failure as an opportunity to get it done right the next time. and chase your dreams so fast that you become unstoppable. And I'll go back to failure. I've had conversations with a lot of friends before in Sierra Leone, and from what I've realized is that a lot of people don't live up to their full potential because they're afraid of failing. So that's why, with me giving out advice to the youth right now, maybe for lack of a better phrase, I would say embrace failure. But maybe what I should actually say is do not be afraid of failing. Our perception on failure, it needs to change. It's okay to fail. We have to like create that sense in society wherein people know that it's okay to try something and then fail. They normally say it's better to do something and fail than not do it at all. So there are a lot of opportunities right now. There's a lot of opportunities. Use the internet well. And I'll give a short example. Let's say there's someone in Sierra Leone right now that let's say sells what products would you use? Let's say there's a cocoa farmer. Let's say there's a cocoa farmer, right? Now all you have to do is to go online. Their B2B website, their websites where people are advertising, they're looking for products. They're looking for products that can be sourced from a country like Sierra Leone. If our youth make good use of the internet, set up a LinkedIn profile. I know people from other African countries that are being contacted by recruiters through LinkedIn. So there are lots of opportunities out there. Make sure, like, again, another important advice is that the youths make sure that they're up to date when it comes to everything concerning technology. Although that's a whole discussion for another day. But that would be my advice to you.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Um, I'm happy you mentioned the area of failing. You know, for me, before I got to this point, I can still remember I failed a lot. I failed a lot, and I never thought coaching was my purpose. I thought it was human resource management, okay? And people don't understand this. It's not because you are part of this, you've seen the system and you've gone through the system and it's not okay for you to change. It's okay for you to change until you get it right. It's okay for you to fail until you get it right. Okay? This is part of human beings, and we are not perfect. And
Exactly.
sometimes our imperfection shows for itself, it shows for good reasons. That's why our coaching programs, I keep stressing on this point because people don't see the gifts in failing. When you fail, you will see so many gifts, so many opportunities. Okay, I'm a living example of that one. So, Emmanuel, in the area of people struggling with internet connectivity, because you can see once we are on this show and sometimes it goes off, you know, there are so many distractions that are attached to someone working in seeking like their purpose in West Africa. Because this is why I'm asking this question is because so many people I've come across like what they talk about is like I need money to start my own business. I need money to start this. But people don't get it. Like it's about you first. You have to look within and say, okay, you know what? Am I good at this? Am I good at that? Are these my limitations? What should I work on? Okay. So I won't go fast putting yourself on social media. What I want to ask is the distractions. How can someone living in Sierra Leone, okay, manage them?
Sorry, I lost you for a second. Can
I
you
was
just do it
I
again?
was asking how could someone manage distractions in Sierra Leone?
Okay. Okay. Yes. There's it's it's challenging in Sierra Leone. And again, we obviously would go back to self-belief. Um, I would say as an entrepreneur, distractions are going to come. There's no way around it. You're going to be distracted. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be curveballs. But when an entrepreneur believes in themselves and their ability to achieve their goals, they're unstoppable. They're more likely to take risks. They'll make bold moves. They'll pursue their dreams with passion and determination. And this, at the end of the day, will help them to build successful businesses. This would help them to create jobs. And ultimately, this would help them to make a positive impact on the world. Again, distractions are always going to be there. Challenges are always going to be there. But with motivation, resilience, creativity, with all of these being products of self belief, every youthful, or I shouldn't even limit to just the youth, every entrepreneur in Sierra Leone, as long as we believe in ourselves, we set clear goals, we work hard, we commit to our goals, you're unstoppable. Yeah,
Thank you very much, Biggie.
yeah,
Emmanuel. This is why the ABT Bloom series is unique because we are showcasing top-notch expertise. And tonight's conversation on self-belief was incredible, as you all witnessed. And I must admit that the takeaways from Emmanuel perspective were wonderful. Okay, I can attest to that one. So, self-belief is one of the deep disciplines our coaching programs as I have so many clients with. If you're not signed up for our services, you are missing out. Obviously, the challenges will never go away until you take the necessary actions. Life is a beautiful gift to explore, and the Bloom Series is helping our viewers to get the best in all our discussions. Thank you very much, Emmanuel, and I appreciate your insights on the topic. And again, self belief will help you to chase your dreams with clear intent. That's important. You don't need to forget that one. If you are struggling with this concept, please send us a message. Maybe you might be an excellent fit for our coaching programs. Let's head to our questions and comments. And there's a question here for you, Emmanuel. Thank you very much.
okay. So it said he's saying, how can you differentiate self-belief from over overconfidence? What I would say is, in as much as we have to have that unwavering faith, which is us believing in ourselves, there has to be a healthy balance between self-belief and self-awareness. You know, you have to know your limits, and um, you have to know what you're capable of doing. You know, when they sometimes say, in as much as we're driven, in as much as we're ambitious, but again, we shouldn't be biting more than we can chew, if I can put it that way. You know, you need to understand, you need to set out your goals, and you need to know your ability, what you're capable of doing, and you need to know how to create a healthy balance between self-belief and self-awareness. So that's how you get to differentiate you having that unwavering belief in or faith in yourself versus you being overconfident. And I'm not trying to say it's bad being confident. We should all be confident, because with self-belief comes brings confidence, but to a reasonable extent. Yeah.
That's wonderful. There's another question again for you, Emmanuel.
Mhm.
Thank you.
So he said, encouraging the youth to embrace failure with a view improving or not abandoning their goals, dreams, objectives. How, as an entrepreneur, at one point should these youth seek mentors, coaches to get further in their journey? If they have access and the opportunity to get mentorship at the very start of their entrepreneurship journey, I would say they should do it at the very start. That's what I would say. Because don't forget, as we said earlier on, entrepreneurship, it's a journey. You're where you are, and you've clearly identified where you want to be. And now you set your projects or your ventures and you work towards achieving those goals, the goals that you set out. So the earlier you have a mentor, the earlier you have a coach, the less mistakes you make, the less hurdles you come across, and the faster you succeed. And I'm sure if we sit down, there could be a formula for that. There could be.
Thank you very much. And
Yeah.
viewers, I think with that, we have come to the end of the show. Thanks so much, Emmanuel, for being in conversation with me. A huge thanks to everyone who's watching this live. Take care. Until we meet again, I remain humble.
Thank you.